Hello everyone, my name is Vendra Shivanta Jayasinghe, a doctoral student, Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka. Today I'm presenting my conceptual paper for BLM2, ICAM4 2021. My research topics stand at customer engagement, CRM and intimacy, a study of mobile app effectiveness. There are four major areas in my study which I have focused on: customer engagement, customer relationship management, mobile apps, and customer intimacy. Out of these four, three major subjects has received tremendous attention during the last 5 to 10 years time. So the contribution on the research arena, it has grown exponentially just for these three areas. Why it had happened? That is where my research why started from. When I looked at the keywords used in this, particularly on this, under these main three topics, one attribute was common for all these three areas. That was relationship marketing. And when we look at the relationship marketing, again, why it has become so important in these high growth areas. There is a shift in the business culture from product centric to the customer centric, because the businesses are more and more looking at a longer term relationship with the people, with the customers, not limited just for a transaction. They are looking at a sustainable business development and making customers part of the business. Back in the days, this role was performed by the salespeople in the real physical stores, in terms of brick and mortar stores. But today, we don't have this much of this kind of people, this set of people who are skillful. And again, there are restrictions globally to meet people physically. Because of that, more and more businesses are deploying, launching, and transforming digitally for CRMs. And this trend is particularly primarily driven by supported by development, the IT. And today we are at Marketing 4, which is greatly supported by IT development. When we look at the software market in the world, CRM software is now the biggest software market in the world, as per the records. And the growth is not slowing that. There's no signs of slowing down the growth rate. And in fact, the CRM business alone will exceed 80 billion US dollars revenue by 2025. One of the key expectations with this highly growing CRM business, companies want to access the customer data in real time. With mobile and cloud solutions, they want to know what is the customer's situation, customer's info, what is their sentiments, what's their behavior then and there. That's where the CRM's power come into place into business concern. So when we want to get the exact data then and there, so we need to see what is the first point of contact between the customer and the CRM. Obviously, it is a mobile and the app. So if this app is not capable of building that relationship between the customer and the CRM, the effectiveness, again, it's questionable. And this app has two folds of benefit. One being providing the engaging content to the customer, and secondly, read through the customer and understand the customer behavior unconsciously. When you talk about the understand the customer unconsciously, it has a great value than knowing the customer consciously, because it's been said that the customer cannot, they might refrain from giving the exact data, but that is previously done through surveys, questionnaire ways. But today we are talking about reading unconsciously, maybe some other techniques like neuromarketing. With that, I come to my research problem and why and what will be resolved with these findings of my research. And there, what are the success factors of the mobile app in terms of influence, customer engagement, and mainly the intimacy by reading the customer's behavior. That's where my problem statements stand throughout this research. And the purpose, a conceptualization, a model which success attributes of the app to find out the success attribute of the app in relation to develop the customer engagement, customer intimacy, and the CRM, which could be beneficial for designing, implementing digital ecosystems when they are doing their relationship management marketing projects. And when it comes to justification, priors, there are the set of the enormous amount of research has taken place focusing on the CRM, and again, most of them are based on the value co-creation theory. But there is little to none research has taken place focusing the app and the effectiveness of and trying to understand the success factors of that. So that's where my interest, and that's why my research is focused on to fill in this gap. When I looked at the critical arguments and the literature backing towards the CRM development, and the businesses are putting the CRM in the core as a business, but the reports, the results, not that satisfied. And the Gardner's report say that the success, the rate stand at below the 30% level, and which is not justifying the expenditure. And again, the customer satisfaction determine the level of engagement. The satisfaction have to play a role in terms of developing the engagement. So that is something should not neglected when we are doing the digital transformation. And in 2018, Raja has argued that CRM should support co-creation and personalization for better engagement with the customer. Likewise, there is a component of emotional engagement that should be satisfied in a setup. And again, the only supported factor when it comes to mobile app, the SR model. The Preeti in 2021 has argued that the mobile app attribute has influencing customer engagement. And Ahmed, Rafi, and Shafiq, they argue by employing second-order cybernetics can help to open new horizons when it comes to the CRM deployment. Having said that, there is lack of evidences about the past studies about the app focusing on app and CRM and app and customer intimacy. Based on the findings of prior literature, I have proposed this model connecting mobile app and the CRM, customer engagement, and customer intimacy. With that, I'm trying to find out the factors which could help to identify how app can support this main three areas for a better deployment, successful deployment. The presented model, the conceptual framework, is presented to support the prior evidence based on the prior evidences, and it's been expected to test by collecting the primary data by a standard questionnaire and financial the statistical tools like structural equation model and the fact analysis to be tested, to be the packages to be run to test the viability of the model. However, it was found that the little to none prior studies has done focused on app success over here. So because of that, the standard questionnaire for measuring the app success factors of the app is a little bit challenging. So only some of the web reports and websites had some of the data, and the questionnaire has to be modified to suit to extract the success factors of the app itself, looking at the context. And further, without going for the standard questionnaire, self-administration questionnaire model, it is proposed to run a neuromarketing research to understand the direct perception of the customers towards the app, because the direct questionnaire will not give the real essence of the customer's perception when it's come the conscious questionnaire. So with this study, when I look at the conclusion and the future direction, it is expected to find factors affecting app success towards CRM, CE, and CI. And it's believed that the findings may benefit the key stakeholders at the point of designing a CRM campaign for deployment. And therefore, the avenues are open for applying these findings in different contexts, different businesses, and different geographics. Thank you.